Hey residents of Meepletown, today we are looking at the city.
Boom.
Where we are going to be racing to build our city and to be the first one to gain 50 points. And
Gonna get them 50 points, girl. Gonna get them.
And be the winner. Let's get to the table and check out the city. All right, here is the setup kind of for the city. We're looking at these decks. This is just split up so that it will not fall over because there's a lot of cards.
Or because he has all the good cards in this deck and he's tempting me to take these cards. But guess what, Meepletown? I'm drawing from that pile every single time now.
Or you thought that I was going to do that, and I knew that you would think that, and so I put all the good cards in this
Just
pile.
like the Princess Bride.
Nailed it.
Just like it.
Okay,
right.
On your turn, what you're going to do is take a card, you're going to place it face down, and you're going to be playing that card and paying for the card with the other cards from your hand. At the beginning of the game, you can also play one of these general contractor cards, which are going to just give you a card and income. Which is what I'm going to do, actually.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, right off the bat, I'm just gonna throw this one out there, and John will flip his over.
Okay.
And
whoa,
pay the cost
Oh,
for
look at that
one.
one. I got that mall right off the rip, baby.
That was a good one.
So that cost me 2 cards, so I'm down to 2.
That's right. That is exactly right.
And that's it.
And that is the entire term, well, kind of. So the next thing you do after you place your cards, you're going to take your victory points, which is based on what the blue marker is there, and then you will take your income, which is the cards. We're both only going to take one card.
Look at that. I got the city box in the way there. Meepletown's been going, what?
Oh.
What's going on, John?
So take our income.
So I get 1 income because I have 1 shopping cart. So
that's right.
I'm drawing from this one.
All right.
How about that?
Well done.
In your face.
And next thing we're going to do is the same exact thing. We're going to keep doing this until somebody will get all the victory points they need to win. So I'm going to play, let's see.
Do I want to do that? No, that's what I need to do. Oh, no. Actually.
Get rid of this one
yep.
and this one. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Flip it. I'm playing the mall, which is the same one that you played the first time.
And I've got a movie theater. Got a little mall and movie theater action going on here. I'm liking my city.
All right, so discard your cards that you need to be able to pay for that
I have 0 cards left now.
Oh, really?
But I do get 3 right now, so that's not too bad.
I'm only going to get 2, so you're already at a little bit of an advantage on
no victory points for either one of us yet, Dean.
I know it.
Ooh, that was not a good draw for me.
Ooh,
wow.
Not a great draw for me either.
Wow, okay.
I might be just kind of playing it safe this round.
Now you could do a survey, which we could go ahead and say right now. You would be taking one of these tokens right here, slapping it down, and then you would get to draw 4 cards, and you pick 1.
Right.
So I'm actually going to build this general
Cartographer. He's going to build a cartographer.
No, in the middle of that, I was like, what's happening?
General construction.
Now, you cannot build this, and it says here, if you cannot read it, that you cannot build it after you build a construction crew or a factory, which I had a construction crew that I got rid of, actually, so I'm glad for this. So anyways, but it does cost 0, as Dean showed earlier. So go ahead, Dean.
I'm going to flip mine over, which is the parking garage. Parking garage actually costs me 0, and it does nothing except just give me a symbol, and so that will allow me to get 2 cards. 3 cards, excuse me. 3 cards. And still no victory points for either one of us, but hopefully that will change in the not too distant future.
See. And there is a 12 card limit in your hand.
That's right.
As we're getting a little bit more. Yes, that's exactly what I want. Ooh, yeah. So here's a funny thing, y'all. Dean beats me at this game literally. I've beaten him once out of like 8 times, probably. It's that bad. He takes me to the woodshed every single time.
However,
in this game. However, this is the 3rd time we have recorded this video. He's beat me twice in it, so it's guaranteed that I somehow, luckily, win this game.
Conveniently, John is the one who is editing this one as well.
Last time I lost, and I was like, it's a little blurry on the card, so we need to do something else. Alrighty, let's flip her over.
Ready? Flip it. I'm building the department store.
Got me a little freeway interchange. Now, there are some cards that you can only, a couple things, you can only build 1 of. So I've got 3 cards here already that I can only build 1 of, so I couldn't build another mall or whatever. But also, there are cards that require others. Like, this allows a strip mall, so I couldn't have had a strip mall unless I had a freeway interchange first. All right.
And the first victory points are coming your way.
Yeah, so I get one per little transportation symbol, so I get 2 victory points.
It's called the car in the book.
Is it really? Really? I was like trying to be all fancy with transportation symbol.
I think that's exactly what it
they
is.
call it a car. Okay, so I get 2 for that, and then I get 1 for all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards.
3,
Getting a good engine.
4, 5, 6. I also get 6 cards. But John does have the first victory points of the game.
And as Dean mentioned,
this is
we
a
are
race.
racing, yeah.
We didn't say this, but the game typically only lasts for about 7 or 8 rounds before you get all 50 points. I know right now we've played 4 and we have 2 points between the 2 of us, but that will change very quickly.
It's like it just really ramps up quick. Like like especially like the first time you're playing this, you're like, how's this gonna go? And how's it gonna go? And all of a sudden you're like, whoa, the game's over and I lost. That's what usually happens to me. All right, so what happens? Okay.
Ooh, I have some really good cards. Unfortunately, I don't
too.
have. I'm building an engine that will only. It's too slow. I think. I don't think it's going to pay off for me.
All right.
So, I forgot what card I was playing actually. Okay.
This one's costing me a fortune, but it is a great card for me.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I'm only going to be getting
Got an
1 point from
airport,
that.
got a movie theater, got a freeway interchange, little mall. Got an airport.
I am only going to get 1 victory point. That's all I have so far. John's going to get a
11.
lot. Yeah. And again, I'm going to be getting a lot of victory points coming up, but it's just not happening right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get 11 cards, but I can keep 12. So I'm going to have to discard one of these, and that should be pretty easy to know which one I don't need because I already have a system in place for what I want. Unfortunately, it might be a little too late. Let's see.
Maybe, maybe not though. Wow, it's an interesting choice here right now. Yeah, I'm gonna build this. Ugh, I think I don't know about this decision I'm making. This might be boneheaded.
Yeah, I don't particularly necessarily love what I have going on right now either.
Nah, I'm doing this instead. I'm doing that instead. So,
You ready?
almost.
It's taking a little while.
Sorry. Yeah, no.
This is a race game. I don't know if you remember that, but it's
1, 2, 3, go. What'd you get there?
This one will help me. I'm going to get 1 victory point per shopping cart, and I got 3 symbols on that 1 card that I just
That's
played.
a good one.
So
I built a bridge.
there you go. Well done.
It's good for my freeway.
That is good. That is good for you.
So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 8 is 13. 15. What'd you get there?
Yeah, it only gives me 9. 5.
3, 4, 5. All right.
I get a lot of cards, but I'm going to have to discard a lot too.
But I mean,
I may have counted that wrong.
You're digging deep into your deck though. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have a lot of choices.
I do have to discard a lot.
I had an engine going one time. It took too long. My wife and I were playing terrible, and I think I was getting like 17 or 18 cards. And dang it, I don't even love any of these that much. Ugh. See, I should have maybe taken the other one. Oh my gosh.
There we go. All right, this card down to my 12, and it's time for me to go ahead and place another card out here. Hopefully,
I should do that.
I do not love what I have, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Dang it, though. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Hold up, though. Hold up.
Oh,
though.
you're not ready?
No. I just got to pick what cards I want to get rid of. Man, that could be really good for me too.
Would have mentioned this. We are playing through the entire game because it does play so quickly. You can play this game, and we're probably taking a little longer on our choices maybe, but that's because there's a lot on the line right now. John really wants to win so much that he's sabotaging.
No, honestly,
videos.
I'll be honest. I'm actually gonna. I kind of don't want to win this because it's ridiculous how good he. Like we always joke about him not doing well on camera, and he's beat me easily 2 times. So I'm actually gonna feel.
You're gonna throw the game? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm gonna feel bad honestly if I do win this one. There's no doubt about it. But it's not over.
That is
still
very
win
true.
for sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Nope, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. 13.
Can you get some 10s over there? Can I get 2 of those 10s?
Yeah, you got more than me this time, so.
But did you just win?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I did. I don't think I'm close. That's 30. No. 42, 3, 4, 5, 6. 46. So it is possible.
46 to 31. It's going to be really difficult for me to come back on this one. But now we go ahead and take
Stranger
our
things have
card
happened?
income, which is ridiculous how many cards I get. So we're actually going to have to shuffle.
I have 12 cards right now, and then I'm going to get...
We will have to shuffle these back up for sure.
Go ahead and put those in there. And you can shuffle while...
You don't want to draw what you're going to get so far?
That's fine.
1, 2.
Oh, I thought that you were one. Okay, yeah.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, wait, I forget how many I get now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19, 21.
Right.
I don't think I've never gotten this many cards. But
20. I was just saying, like, I think 17 or 18 is the most I've ever gotten.
That is right, yeah.
You built one heck of a card engine there, but at the cost of...
Yeah, I've never come anywhere near this, but I just have to hope that I get the card that I really want. And if I don't,
I didn't get what I would really like. I really want, and this is part of the game, and we have drawn a lot of cards, but there are cards that give you points what's in your opponent's, which I'm thinking that's one of the ones he wishes that he drew, because that's one of the ones I'm thinking that I wish that I drew. And I've drawn a ton of cards and haven't gotten one of those. So, well, we'll get to gameplay. We'll get to gameplay thoughts at some point in time.
Well,
I don't really care what I discard because it's over after this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you're right. It does not matter. We're just going to be straight up discarding these anyway. Yep. So I'll play our card.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Let's play all these. It is good, but not as good as what it could have been for sure.
1, 2,
especially with the symbols on there.
5, 13, 15, 20. Yep, 25.
Yeah, you're still going to win.
How many did you get though?
29.
Yep. Wow. Honestly, that's not... I don't like winning like that. I put my stuff over a little too far, Dean. Now everyone's like, oh, why is John's stuff over there? So...
And you don't have to do the income the last one because we both did get all the way through.
67, 68, 69, 70, 71.
Okay, I got 60. John got 71. Again, you don't have to do your card income because once you reach that threshold, you're just going to figure out who's going to be the winner out of that. So let's go ahead and talk about art and components. Congratulations.
But I want to say again, I'm probably like 8-2. Like he's probably 8-2 versus me in this game. So, and he did it with the lights on. It just something happened to the tape. I don't know. Suspicious.
Something happened to the tape.
I'm the one editing this one. It happened twice somehow.
What do you think about the art and components?
I really like the art in this game. I like the art. I like even on the box there. I like how it's a nice small box because you don't have a whole lot in there, so it shouldn't be any bigger than that anyways. Or a fairly small box. Yeah. I guess though. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't like the insert in the box though. Yeah. Like this insert is just... It slides out and stuff all the time. But I like the linen finish on the cards, and these are nice, so yeah. All
those same things. I do think the card art is really beautiful. Like, because the game is so fast, like you're just playing cards, and I mean, you saw towards the end when you're getting all those cards, you're just discarding them. All you're doing at some point in the game, most of the time, you're just looking at the top number in there to see, okay, what's a really expensive card, and so you don't really look at the art unless you're taking the time to do it. But it is beautiful components. These chits are nice. It comes in a smaller box, which I think is a big plus for me for shelf space. What about the gameplay?
Okay, so the things I like about the gameplay are, first of all, this is quick. How fast do we play that game? And that was one I think
this was a longer game.
Yeah, we were a little more thinky on this game. To me, it depends on what cards come out, right? And that can give a positive and then a negative for me. So first of all, I like how it's quick. Negatively, I think there's a decent amount of luck in this game, Dean. I think there's I'm not saying that it's all luck by any stretch, but I think there's a decent amount of getting the right card at the right time. Getting this mall early was really, really nice for me. Last game that you beat me, you got the mall early. You got it second card. But, I mean, still, even just one earlier can really make a big difference because you're playing generally like 7 or 8 cards in this game. You're not playing a lot. You know, a bad game is 9 or 10 cards or something like that. So you got to get the engine going, and you got to get it going quick. So I do like the engine building aspect of that as well. You want to say some positives? So
I mean, it is a very fast game. That's a big positive. It gives you the feel of some of Thomas Lehman's other games like Race Arcana, the Race and Roll for the Galaxy, where you're just racing to get the points. I do think that it is a lot of fun. Now, with the I meant to mention this too. The iconography on here is exactly what it needs to be. That's an art and component thing, but it is nice with the gameplay that you can very easily look at the cards and see exactly what you need to do. One of the negatives, probably my biggest negative of this one, is that I would love to have a little more variability in the cards that you get. Now, I know that I'm sure there's a tough balance in the design process of that, because you have this game that you design and you don't want to dilute the cards that you have, and I could see that happening.
Because the luck factor could go up even higher, potentially.
That's right. But
potentially.
The fact is, this this game plays up to 5. We played 2 players and had to shuffle through the deck. And so we literally saw everything that the game offered with the cards that are in there. I would love to see more variability in the cards that do come out. Some things that change the way you get points, some things that change the way that you get cards. Now, there is some player interaction in the cards that play. Sometimes you get things that I would get victory points based on the symbols that I have along with another player. That's kind of cool, but I would love to see a little more interaction with those cards.
And the thing about those, it's interesting. Those, either you got a lot of those or there's not a whole ton of those in the deck, because I never saw one of those.
Yeah.
You know, which is, it is what it is. And it's also interesting that you can draw 20 cards or 17 cards and still not really get what you want, which can be frustrating as well in the game. Also, a negative for me is, I feel like I have a very similar strategy, the same strategy in almost, some of the decisions just seem really plain and obvious.
Sure.
Even when you're drawing 15 cards, sometimes it's like, okay, this is the one. It's not always like a really tough or grueling decision. And the thing is you're going to have to get some of these that give you victory points per symbol. I feel like you have to get one of those. And there's 3 different. You have,
and that goes with the luck, because if you don't get those,
sorry, I think I spit on it there.
if you don't get those, then you're in bad shape.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And if you get them early, then you can be in really, really good shape, as opposed to getting them later on the game. And so, and it's kind of samey because of that. In my taste, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to get a bunch of those symbols, either the pink or the blue or the green. I need a bunch of those symbols. At least need to get 1 or 2 of those cards. And then there's some variability. I've never done the luxury home thing here where I got 2 points per other one. That was kind of cool. But besides that, early in the game, I think are the most interesting decisions, though sometimes that can be the luckiest part as well. Because you're kind of pushing your luck by, do I want to play them all because it's going to get rid of 2 of my cards, which is a decent amount, or go ahead and maybe just do a construction, those kind of things. That's my favorite part of the game. Later on, you're kind of just getting a bunch of cards and searching. If you play this game which we've played it quite a bit, you know what's in there, you're just trying to find the card that you want.
Yeah. And now, all that to say, this is a 15-minute game, right?
For 2 players.
Yeah, it
could be for more.
But the reality is, you're playing cards simultaneously. The only extra downtime that you're going to have is going to be shuffling through the deck, because you're going to shuffle through the deck with more players. But when you're looking at this game overall, you're playing this game in about 15 to 20 minutes if you know the game really well. And if it's okay that you don't have to have these crazy hard decisions in a game that's not meant to really have those crazy hard decisions. It's just meant to. I think this game is really meant to be this very simple engine builder that kind of gives you the feel of some of those other Thomas Lehman race games that plays in a significantly shorter amount of time. So let's get to our final thoughts.
So I like the biggest thing for me is I like an engine building game, so I like this is a very fast engine building game. The negatives are, I think that it's not that deep, and I would like to have more depth to it. I like to have some more variability. I feel like the luck is a pretty big factor in this game. Another positive I failed to mention is that if you love Thomas Lehman, this could be a really good starter, like to have this game to play as a gateway game. This would be a fun game to have just as a gateway game. People come over to the house, you kind of want to teach them what engine building looks like and stuff like that. Maybe you want to get them into Race for the Galaxy, and this might be a really good intro into that. So I could see it, even though I'm not going to give it a very high score, I could see it being in my collection for that reason. I'm going to give this 6 out of 10. Means I'm not... 7 is usually willing to play. Honestly, I'm not. Like, I mean, the big positive is it's so fast that it almost makes me say I'm usually willing to play because you're going to play it in 15 minutes. But honestly, you know, the more I play it, I just feel like it just feels samey all the time. And there's nice tension. Yeah. I like that tension because it's got to go racing. It doesn't take very many cars, so there's nice tension. So that's cool too. But it's a fine game. But I don't love it.
No, I definitely like this better than John. I totally get, you know, his thoughts behind the luck factor with the cards that you get, because that does play into it. But for what it is and what this game sets out to accomplish, I think it does really well. And so for that reason, I give it a 7.5.
Wow.
Because I think it's a really good game, one that I've really enjoyed my plays of this one. Again, it plays super fast. This is one that I want to bring out to family, to people that I want to introduce these different mechanisms, these newer games to. I think this one is perfect for that. So, and again, we've played this game 10, 12 times, something like that. And how many games do we get to play that often? Part of that is because John kept cheating because he wanted to win in the video that we were posting. But I've really enjoyed this game. It has gone down slightly because of the things that you said. But if this game got more cards, I want to see it. I want to see this game have more cards, more variability, and I would like it even more. But as it is, 7.5 is a good score for me. 6 from John. Tell people how they can get in touch with us.
All right, you can go to MeepleTownGames.com to see all of our stuff. If you love our channel or like it or don't even like it, we would still invite you to subscribe to it. We would love that. We're at Meepletown Games on Google. No.
Woof, woof.
Woo! At Eagle-Gryphon Games on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we're Board Game Geek 3407.
Thanks for coming down to Meepletown.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at Meepletown Games, and connect with us on the Meepletown Guild, Guild number 3407, at BoardGameGeek.com, and also subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. And until next time, thanks for coming down to Meepletown.